Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there. Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. Thanks again, of course, for everybody that's supporting us over on Patreon.
Indeed. We definitely want to say a huge thank you again to Donna and Spooky.
Absolutely. Again, you can join us over there for as little as $1 a month and get exclusive videos typically twice a week. And everything goes up over there. So we had active multiple shooters at Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland. The security team returned fire. The incident happened 4:30 this morning. No other details have really emerged. It's kind of curious, honestly. Multiple local news agencies reported on this. Right off the bat, I wonder if it's any of those sleepy cellular units.
You know what I wonder, just because the other day we did a story on a pilot who actually just stepped out the door of his plane without a parachute. And I mean, sure, the guy could have had a really bad day, could have had a fight with his wife. I mean, a lot of things could have happened, but that was just really, wow, that really threw me back. And I wonder, is this some sort of control like that, test or something?
Yeah, it could be multiple things. We'll have to see. Lebanon is completely without power, experiencing a blackout after the Zahrani power plant was shut down because it ran out of gas oil. What? Seriously? Interesting, though, because Lebanon is one of the target countries for the Greater Israel Project that we were talking about on the first video today. So yes, I think Lebanon will probably cease to exist as a nation state and become part of Greater Israel in probably not too long a time, as well as Jordan, parts of Saudi Arabia, Syria, the greater part of Syria, and maybe even half of Iraq, as well as Egypt. And, you know, this is really something major to take a look at. Make sure you go check out that video on evolutionary.
Yeah, it's a mess. And the word they used there, I think, was to bring a purity or a cleansing or something like that. That really disturbed me, what that guy said.
It sure did. But again, you know, just look to the Bible. The Old Testament will tell you how it really is. Because, again, it is the actual words of the controllers. Numerous people reporting UFO sightings in the sky. Reports of 6 flying saucers zigzagging in the sky. Lancaster area and Palmdale areas of California. Well, interesting, very curious. I think after the war, the next big focus is going to be on introducing, again, I've been saying this forever, introducing humanity to the fact that, you know, we've never been alone. And somebody left a comment on evolutionary saying UFOs and aliens are adult fantasy. And I look at their playlist, and there it is, you know, biblical realities of Noah. Yes, and talk about adult fantasy here. It's time to wake up, have a little extra coffee, take a deep breath, and understand what's really going on here. So this is a video from last night's mass sighting, supposedly in California. Again, one sighting doesn't mean a thing. There's millions of pieces of evidence all across the planet. The reality is our military works with non-humans. It's just the way it has always been.
You know, that's what I'm thinking. And we do have some videos sent in from Karmadoc a while back, and it looks just like this. And I got the same feeling. That was in Michigan. And I got the same feeling with this here. It's like our technology is mixed with reptilian technology. So this is a 3D type of thing. This isn't any divine anything. This is something that's not good.
Yeah, this is getting ready for that next stage of events. As you see here, this is another one showing 3 huge UFOs. Well, they say 3 huge UFOs came by. Look at the beams coming down. You know, again, I would venture to guess that, yes, the reality is most of what we see is our own military. Yeah. At the same time, a lot of our own military is flying with reptilians and greys.
We want to get to the point where we are so organic, we are not susceptible to the 3D issues that's going on here. And that, I think, is going to be our split. I feel the split coming.
Yeah, absolutely. The paradigm's going to be shattered for so many, but the truth has been right in front of their faces the entire time. Thou shalt have no other alien gods.
Alien.
It's right there. Just look at the translations. No others. No, just this one. Yes. NATO state to resume military conscription. Ready for a draft over in Croatia. Draftees undergo 2-month training courses. Just say no. If the whole world would refuse to go into military service, we wouldn't have any more wars, would we? That would solve it, wouldn't it? You know, again, they control us through money. They control us through, obviously, inflicting these nonstop wars on each other, and by keeping us divided. And that's really their purpose of creating different religions, because, again, the control system has given us the main modern mainstream religions are control system narratives. They're brainwashing paradigms. This is the reality. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not a creator of this universe. Yes, absolutely. There is a creator of this universe. There is an afterlife. In fact, again, we are consciousness itself. We're only having a temporary human experience. Now, you have 30% of the U.S. Navy fleet en route or over in the Middle East theater. I think, again, they're going to pull so much of us over there. There might even be, perhaps, the start of a greater European war or a greater Middle Eastern war in order to draft our own soldiers here in the U.S. and even the U.K. to bring them over there while everything is unleashed on us over here. Again, they want to bring in an all-new system. An all-new system. Iran has delayed its attack, supposedly. You know, are they afraid? Well, you know, they should be from what we get. What we get is that Israel has technology that nobody else has. And it's, again, given to them by those beings we call the Gigi that really are part of the, if not the main part of the, let's say, terrestrial control system.
And they are not nice.
No, they're not nice. Isn't she cute? And here you see people in Georgia have paid $27,427 more due to inflation since January 2021. This is one of their representatives speaking. Oh, we all know it. You know, it's all you can do, keep up with putting as wholesome food as you can on the table. Don't skimp on the food. Don't think to yourself, I can't afford organic, because chances are, you know, you won't be in it for the long haul. There's so much toxins out there in the food that, yes, you want to eat organic. You don't want to eat any fast food. You don't want to add any of that mork from orc sauce onto things. You know, that icky black goo that literally comes down in the clouds and, you know, is also found in all sorts of substances all around the world right now. Nanu.
You know, I think we should make a new code word: secret sauce.
Secret sauce, secret black goo sauce. Yes, absolutely. And then we have the German police begin raiding homes of people who are sharing non-mainstream content. In other words, non-control system content online. Oh, okay, so Germany's going the route of the UK.
That's not good.
Yeah, you know, we're going to that next level. You know, again, they don't care about the rules, so just rewrite them. As long as you have indoctrinated zombies to, you know, grab arms like this and enforce the will of the control system blindly, we're still going to have issues. It's waking up as many as we can and waking up these zombies that think that they're doing something good, but actually they're just serving a very, very dark entity that has subjected all of humanity to innumerable, you can't count how many atrocities throughout the decades and years and centuries and eons in reality.
Well, I'm looking at this thing that you have up here and talking about baked goods, cereal, bakery products, all of this stuff. You know, it's poison anyhow. I mean, it's poison anyhow, but I guess they are trying to make some kind of a point. But they make us pay to kill ourselves.
And they're making you pay more to do that. Bacon, sausage. If you're talking about deli meats, if you're just buying Oscar Mayer, you're loading yourself with nitrates, which are cancer-causing. Luncheon meats. Make sure that everything that you have is nitrate-free. Make sure no hormones added, no steroids. Make sure, again, if you're just going to the club, or you're going to Walmart or any of these big places, and it doesn't say grass-fed, organic, free range, chances are you're getting the nanu. I don't know. Is there anybody in the world that still uses margarine? Margarine is again, it's inedible. I mean, you could eat it, but it's not going to do your body any good. White flour, same thing, and make sure that's organic, GMO flours, wheats, GMO corn, highly inflammatory. I mean, it's again a quick trip to the graveyard. And when you're looking at all the processed foods, how about baby formula, where it's sugar on top of sugar on top of sugar? Don't forget the dyes. Don't forget the additives. Again, it's just beyond belief what people eat. And at the exact same time, a lot of people are totally asleep to this because they're in the cycle of working so much just to put anything on the table. That's what the system is counting on. That's exactly what the system is counting on. And here you have over on the left, they are trying to get your goat as much as possible because they already have everything scripted. And I do think that the plan is to bring back 45 as 47, or at least to start that role. But ultimately, they do want the U.S. in a sort of civil conflict, and then they'll roll in the Red Dawn. And what it's all about really is rolling in a new system with those that survive all the chaos, the WW #3. And that new system is, we all know what it is. It's completely digital currency. It's complete surveillance state. Again, there's too many people on the planet currently to allow them comfortably to control us. So everything that you're seeing right now, all this chaos, all the people acting strangely and people having all sorts of issues, pilots jumping out of planes. This is a big rig. This is over in California. Having an accident is this big rig, collided with the center divider. Now, again, it could be anything. A lot of times truckers are up against timelines and they drive too much. They don't take a break. But we've seen so much craziness too. And then this was high-speed pursuit as well. And was somebody that kidnapped a 16-year-old. This is over in Ohio. Yeah, the world is seemingly to disintegrate in front of our eyes right now with the craziness going on. So it's time to buckle up. And this is the coastline of North Carolina, a gorgeous place, one of the most beautiful places in the U.S. And here you see another house going into the ocean. Of course, you could say that it's tempting it when you have to put it on stilts to make sure it's not flooding.
Well, yeah, I mean, put it on stilts. He could have put little floaties underneath and he could have had himself a houseboat, but I think it's too late now.
Yeah, I was absolutely blown away by the Outer Banks. I've been down the whole thing. It was absolutely gorgeous. Loved the energy. No way I would live there, though. I mean, as much as I loved it, yeah, I would like to visit it again. In good times, but yeah, it's tempting fate a little bit too much, especially in these times. This is over in Menorca. This is again Spain. Look at all these floods. Can you say mud flood?
Oh, that's terrible.
This is how the history gets washed away time and time again. When was the last one? Was it 1728? Was it somewhere in the mid-1800s? Is it still ongoing? Meaning the last hard reset.
I really don't think it stops in a lot of ways.
I agree with you. I don't think it ever stops. I think it's a constant reset. But I think it does ebb and flow. Have you ever seen this? It looks like it's some, kid's toy. But this was unearthed in Mexico along with hundreds, if not thousands of others. What in the world are they depicting? A superhero on top of a triceratops? Are you kidding me? Is that really a horn on his head, or is he just happy to see you? I don't know. It looks like he's got a saddle. Yep. Now, some of these are said to be very, very old. Now, this lends credence to the thought that dinosaurs walked with men. Well, again, what we've gotten is that when you hear of those horrible, man-devouring giants, what they're really talking about is not beings that looked like humans. Rather, that is a reference to the dinosaurs themselves, as the dinosaurs were both cattle and also pets, and also in some ways they used them like we would use German Shepherds and Dobermans in law enforcement and in the military. Oh yeah, in fact the control system has set them out on us in the past. And that's the giants that they were talking about in those Bible texts that would have devoured all humans. Seriously, guys, what's this? This is located in Antarctica. There's the coordinates if you want to go look for yourself. Yeah, we've talked about this in the past, and what was really fascinating is the fact that Allison, if you are watching, we have a family member that does psychic photos, and so she has this technique that she does, and I've tried it too and did have some success. You put a quartz crystal in a silver bowl or a metallic bowl and that reflects light, and then you put selenite in there as well. You stir it while thinking of a being, and it will give you the image of the being. So I had her do that, and my question was, what does Enki look like? Enki, yes, the Anunnaki Enki. Enki from the Sumerian texts. Enki and Enlil, yes. And this is pretty much what came up as I have this video that we did, Face of Pleiadian Anunnaki discovered in Antarctica. This is from 4 years ago, and it has in it a lot of different photos, if it's going to work right now. But I'm going to give you guys the link. This is what we got from Allison of Enki, and yeah, if you ask me, it looks like pretty much an exact match of the face that's down in Antarctica.
Pretty close. Look at that mouth and pointy stuff.
And the fact that he's wearing a Pope hat. Yes. He's wearing a Pope hat. He's wearing robes and a cloak that it gives you the idea of what the Pope is. The Pope is the vicar of Christ on earth, right? The Pope is the Antichrist, literally walking on earth in one sense. And again, a representative of the Anunnaki overlords. Ah, yes, it's a tangled web, but we're starting to see this pretty clear, I think.
Well, as soon as you figure out that you've got your own tail and you can start looking around, you'll be okay.
Well, this is the apocalypse, so all is going to be revealed. Absolutely, the whole world has been led astray, but more and more are awakening every day.
Indeed.
Namaste.
Namaste.